My name is Carolyn Meeks, and I am an acting student and a singer in the Big Apple. And this is my video diary about things that I find unjust. Today I would like to rant about freaking idiots. So this weekend I went to go see the film The Warrior with my friend Trish, who has a really popular vlog in Williamsburg.
Hey, my name's Trish. Welcome to Everything's Boring and Sucks.
So, of course the theater is packed, and there's this man just sitting directly where I want to sit. And so I go up to him just really sweetly, like very polite, and I'm like, "Excuse me, sir, would you guys just mind just smudging down a smidge so that my friend and I can sit in these seats?" And he's like, "No, we actually got here 30 minutes before the movie started so we could have these very seats, so the answer's no." And I'm like, "Well, we would have been here before you, sir, but my DVR actually stopped recording inside the actor's studio, and I had to call Time Warner Cable and yell at them for an hour because it was the Johnny Depp one, and I don't have that in my collection yet. So if you could just politely snudge, please." And he's like, "Actually, my wife needs these seats on the end because she's pregnant and she has to get up and down a lot." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I didn't want to have to bring it up, but I actually need these seats on the end, sir, because I have a disability that I didn't want everybody in the theater to know about." And he's like, "If you didn't want everybody in the theater to know about it, then why are you speaking like that?" And I'm like, "Sir, I am a trained actress. I don't know any other way to speak. I project and I speak with a perfect non-regional dialect always." And he's like, "So what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Your insensitivity." And he's like, "No, I mean, what's your handicap?" And I'm like, "I happen to have severe OCD. Other examples of my OCD, every night before I go to sleep, I just sort of do this. And it kind of just gets all the bad spirits away from my bedroom. That's what I do when I'm watching TV and just a really bad actor comes on because I'm afraid that it's going to jinx me. And I do that in increments of 5. And he's like, "Well, that's not really our problem." And I'm like, "Well, you know what? It's not really my problem that old people need canes or wheelchair people need wheelchairs, but do I give them my seat on the subway? Yes, almost always." And he's like, "Please, you're upsetting my wife. Can't you just find another seat?" And I'm like, "Sir, I don't know how you expect me to just pick some random seat that I've never sat in before with my condition and enjoy this film knowing that my actions are going to cause the world to end. I don't think you understand that if I don't sit in this very seat that something terrible is going to happen." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I've never not sat there." So then all the lights in the theater started dimming and everybody was just really meanly being like, "Just pick a seat. Shut up and sit down." So I did. I just picked a random seat. And you know what? Something terrible did happen. 4 days later, my sushi order came with no edamame, which I had specifically ordered, and I was just so annoyed. Stay tuned for more vlogs from me, Carolyn Meeks.